I'm about to do some minor body work, which means that I'm completely over my head. Now, you guys have been following this channel, have seen I've done body work, I've painted cars on this channel, and the results are mixed. They've been referred to as puzzling, childish, angry, and yeah, all of the above. So I do body work, but I do really bad body work. But this isn't really body work. This is just, I got a couple of dings on the side of this Jeep that I need to get rid of because it's clean. It's clean. And I'm not looking for perfection, okay? I'm not going to get perfection. No matter how hard I try, I'm not going to get perfection. Listen, body work, body and paint work is an art. The people who do this stuff have just the right eye and just the right everything, and they can pull it off. I'm a mechanic, so doing this stuff, yeah, no, it's just, I'm happy if I could just reduce the size of the dings a little bit. And I know I can do that because I picked up one of these things. Yes, this is a Harbor Freight Pittsburgh crossbar dent repair kit, okay? You get these at any Harbor Freight. They're $16, right? This is the biggest bang for the buck you'll ever get. I have used these in the past, and they work to an extent. So I'll talk about some of the things that they won't do, and some of the ways that you can get around things that they will do but won't stay. I'll get to that in a second. So this is a kit that brings paintless, paintless dent repair down to like the lowest common denominator, right? So you got a ding in the side of your car and you just want to get it out mostly. Sometimes you get really lucky and it comes out perfect. Most of the time you'll get like a 75 to 90% repair, which for somebody like me, that this is going on the street and it's going to get more dings and dents and, going through life, I'm not really not worried about it. I just want to get rid of the big stuff, okay? This will do the job. Anybody can do it. Simple. It's worth the $16 gamble. I'll tell you that right now. It's just, I've used them before. So this kit, it really is a bargain. So I'll show you what's in the kit, right? So in here we get a hot glue gun, which is in the process of getting hot right now. And look, it's spewing glue already. So yeah, we're good there. A couple extra glue sticks. I can smell my fender cover burning. You get a squeegee for removing the glue from the car. You get a release agent, and we'll get into that in a second. And then you get this crossbar puller. So this thing here, you place over your dent, okay? And then you get your choice of a big round thing or a that shaped thing, whichever one best fits the size of your dent. So, before I actually get into the repair end of this, or demonstration, all right. So, what won't this work on, okay? If it's a compression dent, this isn't gonna work. And when I say compression dent, I mean that, let's say, see, I've got one on the front fender here that I've got to take care of. And this is a ding, right? This normal ding, but let's say it got hit in the front here, okay? And when it got hit in the front, it caused a little like wave here or a dent here. This kit is not gonna work on that because the metal's compressed, the fender is compressed. So, and front or back, same thing on a quarter panel. So, in our case, this is just a dent, something hitting it and knocking a hole in it. But if it had been a front end impact that squished the fender a little bit, that's not gonna work. Now, a lot of times you'll get a bigger dent, let's say in a large flat area like over here, okay? And what you'll find is anytime a panel is dented, the metal stretches. It may not seem like a lot, okay? It could just be 1/1000th of an inch, 2/1000ths of an inch. The metal stretches. So when you go to pull the dent out, there's that extra metal. And so it automatically wants to go back in. I have a fix for that. So this setup, this crossbar setup, will pull it out, but it won't keep it out. As soon as you release tension or you just like touch it, it'll go pop right back in. There's a trick to this. I've done this before and it works. By the way, that's when the metal is oil canned, okay? And you can shrink the metal, with a torch, but we're trying to do this without damaging the paint. That's the whole point of like paintless dent removal. So what you do is, in a situation like that where the metal is oil canned, you use this setup as a bridge. You pull it out and you keep it out, right? And while it's out, you take a paint stick like this and you cover one end of it in body filler, right? Just put a line of body filler through the center of it. Then you go from behind. You have to, it's not always easy, but you get from behind, you take the door panel off or whatever to access. And while the body filler is still wet here, you stick this against the panel. So let's just say this is the area here, okay? Well, here, okay, for the camera. This is the area here, and it keeps popping back in. Well, from the inside, you want to stick this with the body filler across it, and this will act as a brace to keep it out. I know it seems crude and primitive, but it really does work. So let's go ahead. I'll show you this dent. Let's see if we can get you can see the dent here. That one should come out pretty effectively. Okay, now we got another one right here. So I think, can't really see that one, right? You can only do so much with the light, but you can see that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one there. This take a couple of minutes, especially since you have to let the glue harden, right? So the first thing we do is, where we're gonna work, we're gonna coat it with our Pittsburgh release agent. Paint that stuff on there, okay? That's to get any wax or stuff that'll keep the glue from sticking. A nice clean surface. Actually, let me hit that again. If there's anything, any type of good wax or ceramic coating, anything like that, the glue's not going to stick. As soon as you put pressure to it, it'll pop right off. So give that a good clean up. There we go. Okay. All right, now we're going to use this larger round one. This will fit right in the center of it. That'll work good. Okay. And like I said, this bridge gets positioned over it. You're supposed to leave these snug until you got it in place. All right, so okay, that'll work. Oh, good. Somebody with obnoxiously loud bass out in the parking lot. I don't know if you can hear that or not. All right. So take our hot glue gun. Actually, you know what? I'm doing this wrong. I'm trying to show you how to do this, and I'm doing it wrong. There are far better tutorials on this online. Okay, you do this part first. All right. So, give this thing a lot of glue. Okay. How are we doing so far? You enjoying this? All right. Now I'm gonna stick it right there. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Okay. Ah, nice. Pro, right? Pro. Okay. So now we gotta let that sit and harden. So I'll see you like 3 or 4 minutes in the future. All right, so it's mostly cooled off. Like when it gets really cloudy, you know that it's ready to go. So let me go ahead and put this thing over it like this and position our feet. Yes, okay. Snug goes down. Okay. And put this on there. Come on. Okay. Now let's give it a pull. Now what you do is you turn this, and as you turn this, it's going to pull the panel out. All right, now I'm going to let that set for a second like that. It pulled it out significantly. I want to talk about something else. They include in this kit this thing right here. And the purpose of this is to tap around any high spots. So when you pull this out, okay, it's, remember, extra metal. Anytime there's a dent, the metal stretches a little bit. Well, you can use this to tap around the outside of the hole, or the dent, I should say, to relieve the high spots. What it'll do is it'll create like a very, very, very fine, like kind of wave. Instead of a ridge, it'll be like a little bit of a wave between the undamaged surface and the stretched metal. And it's generally enough to, like, it'll look good. It'll pass. You see what I'm saying? But this is another element to all of this. And you use this while it's in this position. You don't like pull this thing off and then go for the high spot. You do it while this is still under tension, and you tap around the outside. All right, I'm going to pull some more on this thing. Here. All right, now it's pulled the dent out. Remember, it's being held by the glue right now, but I could still see a little ding right there. So I'm gonna have to do another one after this and pull right at the top there. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Okay, perfect right there, which is where our main dent was. And now we've got a little one here, and we have a little one here. But this is almost completely flat, right? That's very nice. All right, so now we got to go for this area right here. All right. We'll fast forward into the future again. I mean, I'm happy with this the way it is, right? Like, if the damage that's left was the only thing that was there, I wouldn't even think to fix it. I'd say, it's fine. You know, driver, it's a driver. It's not a, not a show car or anything like that. So, let's set this back up again. Got to give that glue just another minute or so. It's setting up, and the glue comes right off of these things. So now she's ready for another use. Here goes. Well, I either didn't put enough release agent on there to clean it, or I didn't wait long enough, so I'll re-glue it, clean it, and then re-glue it. So all the glue we got, how did that stick? Okay. Throw another stick in there. This glue goes fast. Oh wait. Okay. What a mess. What a mess. This is like a preschool, like crafts project. I'm a mechanic. I turn wrenches. You know what I mean? Are we having fun yet? Yeah, right? It's going to need one more. I'm going to do this one more time. One more time. Okay, you know, this is what you can expect from this, because like I said, I've used this before. Very seldom does it just, you know, like textbook. Sometimes you've got to do it several times, get it to stick. Keep peeling, keep cleaning, keep pulling. All right. All right, a lot of glue this time. A lot of glue. There we go. I have nothing to talk about. I just edit this part out. We'll just edit the cooling part out. All right, one more shot. Ready? If this doesn't go, I'm going to leave it because it really is close enough. Like, I'm happy with it. But you know how that goes. Once you get started with something, you know, it's like, okay. All right, there we go. What do we got? That looks good. Now I can keep going and picking at this. We have that one little spot right there. And like I said, I could keep going and picking at this, but that's about 75 to 90% better than what it was. And as far as I'm concerned, for this, a driver, it's fine. Like you'll walk past this and you'll never notice that. Where before it was in there. So I've got these other 3 spots to do, and like I said, it's the kind of thing where if you're not looking for perfection and you got, you know, an hour or 2 to kill, right? And $16, because honestly, for $16, this is the greatest bargain in like all of auto repair. You can't go wrong. So that's it. No, it's killing me. I have to get that last bit out now because I'll see you tomorrow.